That decision is in the hands of a judge, but another decision will be made at the ballot box.
It's becoming more apparent that the abortion question is a factor when voters make up their minds of who to vote for. A new poll shows us what voters are thinking. The overwhelming majority of voters in Kansas voted no to more restrictive abortion laws. Less than a week later, though, Indiana lawmakers decided to not leave it up to voters, but to leave it up to themselves, becoming the first state to pass a law banning abortion since Roe v. Wade was overturned.
I think people are starting to see these stories, understand that it could impact their real lives. And that is, we see clearly driving some voters.
A new Carolina Forward public policy poll found only 37% of North Carolina voters want more restrictions on abortions, which is lower than what the same polling found a year ago. But 27% said 20 weeks is about right when the health of the mother is considered.
There really isn't a lot of support, public support, that is, for banning the practice entirely, though that is really what we've been hearing from that side for a number of years now.
That opinion, to some degree, may be helping to shape something no one saw coming earlier in the year. In what should be a great year for Republicans running for the state legislature, they're only 1 percentage point ahead of Democrats. This poll is consistent with similar polling across the nation.
We're seeing Democrats really strongly outperform what we would normally expect to see in a midterm election. How much of that is abortion? How much of that is inflation? How much of that is gas prices? They all kind of go into one and probably affect different groups in different ways.
What's not changed is that Governor Cooper's approval remains far ahead of President Biden's. Blair Reeves with Carolina Forward says Cooper's ability to help bring in new business and industry is winning in points on both sides.
He's staked a lot of his success on that. I think rightly so. He's been able to work with Phil Berger and Tim Moore on a lot of those things as well, which to all of their credit.
And Liz, while Carolina Forward is left-leaning, right-leaning polls have also shown similar results when it comes to questions about abortion and about the race ahead on the ballot.